Hello! Right, today I want to tell you a little bit about the Razar King, which is the alter ego of Gary King, who you can see in the photograph there. And Gary is a guitar player in a band called Raddar, amongst other things. But what I'm talking about today, is some of his solo stuff. Before I tell you a little bit about it, if you wouldn't mind, please first subscribing to the channel. That would be fantastic if you'd click the little button to do that for me. But continuing on with this, now Gary's from Texas, over the other side of the pond from here in the UK, and over recent years he's sent me some of his stuff from time to time. Most recently, an album by his Raddar band called Beacon, which is terrific stuff. Now Gary's quite prolific with his solo work as well, which goes out under his Razar King banner. And recently, just a few days ago, he sent me over some of the files for his recent collection, which is called Foretelling. Right, this is 10 tracks of what I'd describe as solidly punchy rockers with that classic rock sound and a bluesy edge to them. They're all really nicely measured with crisp riffs, some nice guitar runs and hooks and melodies. It really is. It's the kind of stuff that grows on you the more you listen to it. Gary doesn't need to do anything flash to get his point across or anything fancy. Instead, he just concentrates on good old-fashioned classic rock. And like I mentioned, it grows with each listen. It really does. Just to select a few at random off it. The title track, that's a nice punchy, crunchy one, nice and sort of like chunkily heavy. Love Buzz, that does have that fuzzy buzz to it as well. Cardboard Lady's got a nice catchy riff and a catchy hook. Watching You, Watching Me's got some nice bite to it, as does Train to Paradise. Indeed, the whole 10 songs, all well constructed, and around an average of 4 minutes or so. Some a bit less than 4, some a bit more than 4. But you know, it's all concise stuff. There's no pointless noodling around for the sake of it here, because it's quality, all quality. You can listen to all these songs on Gary's Razar King website, which I will link to in the description below, and also on Gary's site you can listen to some of his other stuff, which some of it is generally harder edged, heavier, and you know, really solid hard stuff, such as World Shaker, Brace for Collision, Pile Drivers, and Born in Texas. But there's loads on there that you can listen to. You know, just go there and click away and listen. Now, Gary's been around on the scene for a number of decades, and interestingly, he got the Razar King tag back in the 1970s when he was playing in a band. And one of his bandmates described Gary's guitar sound as like razor blades coming out of the speakers, right? So he was duly dubbed the Razor King after that song on Gamma's first album, Gamma 1. Now, if you remember Gamma, brief aside, if you remember Gamma, sorry, you know, like Ronnie Montrose's post-Montrose band, you will remember Razor King off Gamma 1. Because it's arguably the best track on the album, but the whole album's great, as indeed are the first 3 Gamma albums. Not so much Gamma 4 though, we can forget that one. But anyway, we're not talking about Gamma, are we? We're talking about Razor King and how he got his name. So why Razar King, R-A-Z-A-R, and not Razor King, R-A-Z-O-R? Well, apparently it's to make it palindromic, with Razar being the same forwards as backwards. And then it matches up with Gary's other band, Raddar, which is also palindromic. So there we are, little tale there. But I would encourage you to check out Gary's work, both his solo stuff and what he does with Raddar, because it's all good stuff. And I'll put links not only to Gary's website in the description below, but also Raddar, and please do check both out. And also, before you go, quick reminder, if you wouldn't mind, please subscribing to the channel. Good stuff if you wouldn't mind. So until next time, thanks to Gary once again for getting in touch and sending me good stuff to listen to. And to you, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and take care.